Hello. I've been writing to the York Press somewhat about the Emperor's new clothes problem, or the Emperor's clothes. The story I wrote to The Guardian about many years ago, which many of you will be familiar with, where it takes a very young boy to point out that sadly the Emperor appears naked. I partly brought the situation with that story up to do with the fact that very few people are talking truly about whether solar panels do work or not. I've been given to believe recently that photovoltaic cells are made of quartz metal. The quartz, which is or could be very rare. I remember when I was very young, only about 12, but our school was exceptionally serious about trying to train women scientists at the time. We learned how to make crystals, solid crystals from materials that weren't solid to start off with. And it took about 3 or 4 days for the crystal to form. And there was a lot of, if I remember correctly, heating involved. But the quartz underground may be different from lab-produced crystals. Obviously lab-produced crystals are made out of something initially. I think we might have used sodium as part of it, salt. It might have been, I can't remember how we made crystals, but somehow we did. And I do remember we had to watch the process being completed naturally once we'd done all the burning up and steaming off and things. We had to watch the process develop naturally as the crystal hardened for over the space of about 4 days. I wish I could remember in more detail than that, but I can't at the moment. But obviously, the Emperor's new clothes problem may be to do with the fact that Earth may be slightly running out of resources. A long time ago, a relative of mine took me to a place which I won't reveal. It was a long time ago, where he claimed, probably rightly because we found some, that there was still iron ore. Now, iron ore is lodestone, and it has a magnetic pull, and it's also necessary to make good steel. I heard on the BBC tonight that sadly Port Talbot steelworks seem to have closed down, and thousands of jobs have been lost. But no one is talking about how much steel, how much iron ore there may still be in our Earth. And obviously, whether, because it's partly magnetic, if we were to sort of hollow out the Earth more, then would that cause, which it probably would, somewhat further chaos?